Okay, all pressure good, temperature rising, full positive. 1000 RPM. Transponder on standby. 1, 2, 0, 0. Yep. All pressure emitter radios transponder flaps coming up. Engine start checklist complete. Aircraft run up checklist next. Oh, can you hear me?
Me?
Good. Okay, navigation beacon on. Clear, clear. I will test brakes after slight left turn. My brakes are okay. Do you want to check yours?
How do you hear me?
Good.
Am I cutting in and out at all?
Yeah, that's a typical thing with the right seat.
Alright, I'll talk
3-3
louder.
Romeo. Rego traffic, November 4, 333 Romeo, taxi in runway, Rego traffic. Will you please take a look at the flight plan at this time? So I got Allentown, press enter. So I have a flight plan, 58 November, East Texas VR, Allentown. Then I go procedures, select approach, enter. And I go with the outer knob to choose ILS24, enter. And I would begin with the Madre at 3000, as briefed, enter. And then I go with the load. This is a little diagram, load. Yes. Alright, and so now what is going on? If I click on this skinny knob, I can see Allentown, approach ILS24, Madre, hold, which we will do procedural turn, Music, and runway 24. And then ETX for the missed approach. Okay. Flight plan is correct. Flight plan off, and we have our magenta line. 110.2. Okay. Aircraft run-up checklist, doors and windows closed and locked. Yours too. Yep. Flight controls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Flight controls free and correct. Elevator trim. Set for takeoff. Flight instruments. Speed, this is good. Altimeter. Airfield altitude. Alright, this is good, good. This to be checked. We are looking at 170. Good, good. RPM is good. Full. Pressure good. Temperature rising positive. Radios are set 1228, 12645 for Harrisburg approach. Fuel selector both. Mixture full reach. Parking brake, I will use my feet. Throttle 1700 RPM. Left. Both. Right. Both. Carb hit. Operational. Suction. Good. 1000 RPM. Pressure good. Temperature good. Ammeter positive. Throttles, magnetos, carburetor, suction gauge, engine instruments, power checked, circuit breakers and fuses. All in. Aircraft run-up checklist complete. Normal takeoff would be next on a hold short line. Everything is checked. Left downwind departure, all right. 1228. Rigo traffic, November 4, 333 Romeo, back taxi in 31. Rigo traffic. Clear left, clear right. Nobody on the 4 flight. Winds are good. Alright, this would be normal takeoff. Left downwind departure to the east. Zero 78. Alright, normal takeoff checklist. Flaps fully up. Carburetor hit cold. Mixture full reach. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Transponder 1200 on altitude. Throttle full open. Rotation speed 65 miles per hour. Climb out at 80. One thing. Rigo traffic, November 4, 3333 Romeo, departing runway 31 eastbound. Rigo traffic. Clear. Green, positive. Right, 2000. Brakes off. Full power. 40. 45. 50. 60. Rotate. Rigo traffic, Skyhawk November 4333 Romeo, left crosswind 31, Rigo traffic. Rigo traffic, Skyhawk November 4333 Romeo, left downwind 31, Rigo traffic. I will depart and then I will ask a minute of your time on the controls.
Okay, sounds good.
Rigo traffic, November 333 Romeo, depart in traffic pattern eastbound, Rigo traffic.
Overcast traffic, check 053 Foxtrot, overflying field, touching VOR, 4 approach, low approach on over.
Would you please take controls?
Controls.
Your controls. Say something?
Head, test.
Good, good, good.
Trump's got a call to on flight 2, right out the field, 3000 feet northwest bound, that's down.
Count 1 to 10.
1, 2, 4.
Okay, can hear you good. Alright, I'm ready to take over.
Controls.
My controls. Climbing 5,500. above 3000, I will slightly lean.
Number 4, Victor, send to maintain 3000, turn 10 degrees left.
Send to maintain 3000, 10 degrees left, full Victor.
Little bit of turbulence.
That's expected.
Harrisburg approach, November 4333 Romeo with the request.
Number 4333 Romeo, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 29960 request.
4333 Romeo, 5 miles east of Regal, 58 November, requesting flight following Allentown over the East Texas VOR at 5,500.
Number 33 Romeo, squawk 4246.
4246, 4332 Romeo.
I haven't heard that controller before.
Neither do I.
Number 3073 Sierra, contact Allentown approach 124.45.
400 to climb.
Good evening, Mr. Chair.
And number 33 Romeo, appears to be a primary target that might be you. It's just to recycle your transponder.
We'll do 433 Romeo.
Number 4 Victor, turn right heading 270.
Right heading 270, full Victor.
You said recycle, right?
And number 33 Romeo to contact 2 miles northwest of deck.
Harrisburg approach from Aero 152 Hotel. I'd like to head back to Capital City for some pattern work.
Number 52 Hotel, roger. Proceed on course, so you can contact Capital City Tower.
Stay on course and over to Tower 52 Hotel, thanks.
Yeah, that's the best I can do with this cold air.
How do you feel?
I'm perfectly fine. I'm more worried for you, Mr. No Jacket.
My top is warm, it's my feet. I'm about to wear leggings next time.
2996, and we're heading to Kilo Lima, November Sierra.
26975.
Number 4 Victor, 5 miles from Soroka, turn right heading 330, maintain 3000 established on localizer, cleared, ILS 36 approach.
Turn right heading 330, maintain 3000, cleared, ILS runway 36, full Victor.
Alright, cruise checklist power 2700 RPM. We're going 2500 RPM. Make sure, lean.
Harrisburg approach, Cheers 215 Echo Bravo with a VFR request.
Cheers 215 Echo Bravo, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 29960 request.
296, we're about 5 miles
Mixture
to
wings,
the north of
engine gauges.
County at 3000. I'm requesting a
Good. Oil pressure is kind of high, oil temperature good, emitter positive.
5 Echo Bravo,
Cruise checklist complete.
and maintain VFR on course ahead.
Before landing next.
331, maintain VFR 5 Echo Bravo.
Course correct.
And on course ahead at 5 Echo Bravo.
And 5 Echo Bravo, radar contact 12 miles southeast of headed. How would this approach terminate?
I'll terminate with a full stop and taxi map 5 Echo Bravo.
5 Echo Bravo, Roger, 11 miles from headed, practice approach prudent, separated services provided, maintain VFR.
Practice approach approved, we'll maintain VFR 5 Echo Bravo.
Number 33 Romeo, contact Allentown approach 124.45.
3445. 33 Romeo.
0.45, 2445, number 33 Romeo.
2445. 2445. 33 Romeo.
Number 4 Victor, contact Reading Tower.
2445. Allentown approach.
You let them know that you're going to practice the ILS24 well. A heads up for them. Are you planning on waiting until you get to East Texas, or?
No, I will inform them immediately
Okay.
and request that. Allentown approach, good evening. November 4333 Romeo, 5,600 feet.
4333 Romeo, Allentown approach. Allentown altimeter 29903. Maintain VFR 5,500. And are you full stop today at Allentown?
Maintain 5,500. 4333 Romeo, we wanted to request practice approach ILS runway 24 Allentown.
33 Romeo, Roger. What's the first approach request and verify you have India?
Negative 80s as of now, we will pick it up.
33 Romeo, Roger. You want to start with the ILS24?
Affirmative, 33 Romeo.
33 Romeo, Roger. Three Romeo, are you looking for multiple approaches?
We would like started at Madre for 33 Romeo.
Multiple approaches.
Roger, fighting 060 Victor for the ILS24.
060 vectors for ILS approach for 33 Romeo.
Sorry to cut you off there. Was he asking, yes, sir, if we're doing multiple approaches, right? Or what we're looking for to start?
Where we were looking to start and if we would like to do full approach, to which I responded I want to do at Madre.
Allentown approach, hello, Global Jet 622, 10,000, descending 9,000.
And at this time he will vector us to Madre. Right, so if I would say full approach,
Jet 622, Allentown approach was offline, you Juliet, out of 98 for 9.
then who would let us go Madre?
Global Jet 622, so maintain 6,000.
Vectors is okay too,
So maintain 6,000, expecting 2.
I'm good with that.
622.
Number 33 Romeo, how is the approach going to terminate?
Stop and go, 33 Romeo.
Number 33 Romeo, after your stop and go, what do you want?
Stop and go, and we will do a couple patterns.
Number 33 Romeo, Roger.
Good. I could actually think about that my own. To let him know immediately, but it's okay. All right. I'm unable to pick up 80s with this radio. It's 126975.
95.
And 95 is the closest I can get.
Global Jet 622, flight heading 060, vector runway 24.
Heading 060, Global Jet 622.
Course correction. Approach 4332 Romeo, request and frequency change for a minute to pick up 80s.
Number 33 Romeo, Roger, report back on.
We'll do 33 Romeo.
Runway 6, 360 feet AGL. Advisor should contact you of information, Juliet. Allentown Airport information, Juliet 2351 Zulu, wind 240 at 7, visibility 10, sky clear below 12,000, temperature 1, dew point -7, altimeter 2, 3, visual approach runway 24 in use, approaches to multiple runways in use, use caution for birds in the vicinity of Allentown Airport. Notice to airmen, crane mile west approach on runway 650 feet AGL. Taxiway Alpha 3, hold short sign, out of service. Crane, half a mile north approach on runway 6, 360 feet AGL. Advisor should contact you of information, Juliet.
One, 2, 4, 4, 5. Juliet. Approach November 4, 332 Romeo, back with you. We have Juliet.
Number 33 Romeo, thank you.
I have a bad habit as well of saying the full call sign.
Yep. One, 2, 0.5 for the tower. I like the heating settings you got. My feet appreciate that a lot.
Legs don't. Cracks. Could try a little bit more.
As you wish.
Let me know if it's too hot for you.
Oh no, I never get too hot.
33 Romeo, just to clarify, you wanted to turn to Madre, is that correct?
Affirmative, Madre, 33 Romeo.
Number 33 Romeo, Roger, resume navigation and maintain VFR at your current altitude. I'll have lower shortly. Report Madre inbound.
Resume on navigation. We'll report Madre inbound, November 433 Romeo.
Global Jet 622, set to maintain 4,000.
Set to maintain 4,000, Global Jet 622.
All right, we are switching to GPS. GPS and flight plan, I would go direct Madrid. I did not hear him saying cleared for the approach. Allentown, approach November 433 Romeo. I did not hear cleared for approach.
433 Romeo, that's correct. You are not cleared for the approach.
Roger that, thank you. All right, so I'm proceeding to direct Madre.
Number 33 Romeo, maintain VFR at or above 3,500.
At or above 3,500 for 333 Romeo.
Number 24 uniform, descend at your discretion.
Descend our discretion, 1724 uniform.
All right, I will be descending 500 feet a minute, 3,500. Course correction.
Back Penstar 6, downtown approach ident, altimeter 2993. Penstar 6, radar contact at 2000, altimeter is 2993, proceed as requested. Jet 622, set to maintain 3000, and advise the airport in sight, you'll be next.
Just set to maintain 3000, we'll advise Global Jet 622. Airport in sight, Global Jet 622.
Global Jet 622, clear visual approach runway 24, connect tower, good day.
Clear visual runway 24, over to tower, Global Jet 622, good day.
All right, ILS frequency in the BOR.
Number 33 Romeo, if you wanted to go to Madrid, it'd be a right turn, sir, or are you headed somewhere else?
Wait a second. Say again, 33 Romeo?
Number 33 Romeo, if you wanted to go to Madrid, that'd be a right turn. I'm showing you northeast bound. Would you like Madrid as you requested?
Yeah, Madrid, I want to practice procedural turn.
Number 33 Romeo, not a problem. Proceed on course to Madrid, and again, I restricted you at or above 3,500.
Correction for altitude, proceed direct Madrid 4333 Romeo.
Want me to, because you were talking at that, I saw it going down, but I was waiting for you to stop talking. Do you want me to just pull back on the yoke and then that's what that'll mean? If we are close to busting an altitude? I don't want to interrupt, but at that point, I feel like if I pull back, that's code for altitude.
Yep. Keep an eye on it, man. Yeah, I noticed that, and that's where I started to work on that again. I could not respond to ATC immediately. It might get intense. Please pay attention.
Downtown approach, Cherokee 6018 Foxtrot at 4,500, climbing to 6,000.
Number 6018 Foxtrot, downtown approach, downtown altimeter 2993. Number 24 uniform, I'm going to have a medevac helicopter that's going to be flying about a mile final at 2,000. If you could start your descent down to pattern altitude so I can get them above you without delaying them, that'd be appreciated.
All right, we'll start our descent down now on 724 uniform.
Number 33 Romeo, traffic departing runway 24 will be runway heading a CRJ climbing to 3,000.
Looking for traffic, 33 Romeo. Let him know when you see it.
Altitude.
Thank you.
Medevac Penstar 6, traffic 10 north at the airport, entering a right base for runway 24, descending to 3,300 Cessna.
You see traffic?
Looking for traffic.
Departure Blue Streak 5052, climbing through 2.3 for 3,000, looking for higher.
Blue Streak 5052 on time departure to contact, climb maintain 8,000. Traffic heading to your right will pass about 2.5 miles off the right wing there, 3,500 Cessna.
All right, current heading up to 8,000 feet, Blue Streak 5052, looking for traffic.
Traffic in sight, no factor. Departing traffic in sight.
November 4320 Romeo, traffic in sight.
Number 60 Romeo, there'll be no factor, just wanted to let you know, passing off your right side.
Roger.
Blue Streak 5052, clear direct Lancaster, connect New York Center 124.62.
2462 and direct Lancaster, Blue Streak 5052.
Number 24 uniform, the helicopter's about 5.5 miles southeast of the airport at 2,000. Again, they'll be crossing a 1.5 mile final or so at 2,000. Pattern altitude is 1,500. Let me know when you have the airport in sight, please.
We have the field of sight and we're looking for that traffic, 1724 uniform.
Number 24 uniform, appreciate your help. If you would just turn 10 degrees left for traffic you're following on a 2 mile final.
10 degrees left, 24 uniform.
Medevac Penstar 6, the traffic will be no factor, just heading 500 feet below. Number 24 uniform, following Cessna 152 on a 1.5 mile final. Enter the right base and contact tower. Thanks for your help. Helicopter passed overhead. Have a good night.
Contact tower, 24 uniform.
Medevac Penstar 6, there's a Cessna 150 on a 1.5 mile final, and the one that's going to pass beneath you is about 12 o'clock and 7 miles on a right base. About 3 north of the field or so, 1,500 Cessna. Medevac Penstar 6, yeah, there's 2. The 152 is on a mile final, and there's one about 3 north of them. Medevac Penstar 6, just an update on the traffic, 12 to 1 o'clock and 2.5 miles. Right base, 1,400. Thank you. Medevac Penstar 6, thanks. He'll be underneath you, no factor.
Alright, so I'm proceeding direct Madre, and I will report Madre inbound. Thank you.
Find an approach into Allentown before?
Say again?
Find an approach into Allentown before?
Alright, so the question is, did I fly approach before, here?
Into Allentown.
No.
Which ones did you do with, which ones did you do with John, Capital City?
Lancaster, VOR, DMEs, and RNF. So ILS in Allentown is the first time. It is supposed to be easier than VOR, DME, but I still expect it to be quite intense. At least at my level now.
Number 33 Romeo, altitude is your discretion.
Altitude, my discretion, 433 Romeo. I will descend 3,000 at this time.
You never filed, correct?
I did not. I decided I will have too much to do anyway, so not gonna waste my sources on that at this time. Alright, I will level off at 3,000. I will do procedural turn and report inbound Madre.
When there's a published hold, you always do the hold, correct? Unless ATC says it.
Correct. I got illusion. Flying instruments, flying instruments. Alright, so it would be a parallel. However, I will follow what the GPS would advise me. Maintain 3,000. Zero 63 is what I expect. Alright, we are doing teardrop.
I bet I should have called out that you're clear to turn. Good traffic in sight.
Watch for the traffic. My friend, safety pilot, this is the most important time now.
Traffic in sight.
Quebec Penn Star 6, contact Wilkes-Barre approach 120.905.
Cleared right.
Are we clear on the right?
Right.
Good. Maintain altitude. Standard rate to turn. Looking to level off at 243. Approach November 4333 Romeo, inbound Madrid.
November 33 Romeo, maintain VFR, cleared ILS runway 24 approach.
Maintain VFR, cleared ILS24 approach November 4332 Romeo. I'm cleared for approach. Alright, I switched to ILS. Clear for ILS approach. We have winds 240 at 7, towers and a backup at 120.5. We'll maintain 90 miles per hour. Alright, before landing checklist, mixture reach. Alright, intercept localizer. We're beyond Madre and no.
November 33 Romeo, contact tower.
Over to tower 33 Romeo. Allentown Tower, good evening, November 433 Romeo, ILS24.
Sky 4333 Romeo, Allentown Tower, continue inbound for 24.
Proceed inbound 24. 33 Romeo.
Runway in sight.
Good.
So is this when you say dive and drive?
Unable, buddy, unable. No, it's ILS.
Yeah, above 2400, correct?
At this time I'm intercepting glide slope, and at Music I have to be there.
And when you were talking about dive and drive though, dive from 3000, stay above 2400. I'm distracted, you let me know, I'm just curious.
Music at 2400.
Right, because you don't want to be too high for the false glide slope.
Alright, so this time before Music I will maintain 2400. Make sure full reach. Yeah, so we're supposed to intercept glide slope at Music.
Altitude.
Altitude.
What I saw online from people, they said they usually do plus 50. Try to keep that. Otherwise you bust on check ride.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Where you're at now is pretty good, so good job so far.
Glide slope coming in. Pit on, make sure full reach. Four landing checklist. Complete. Flaps as required.
Check your position.
Say again.
Check your position. Altitude. Good.
Thank you so much.
NT is at 1380.
Say again.
Alright, disregard number.
System 1 0, are you able to make this one a short approach?
Affirmative, 4000, we can do short approach.
System 1 0, Roger, make a short approach. You're turning inside of a Skyhawk on a 5-mile final. Runway 6, cleared, touch and go. Correction, 24, clear, touch and go.
Please, 24, 4000.
System one's right, I think I blocked you there. Make the short approach, runway 24, clear, touch and go.
Short approach, runway 24, touch and go, 473.
On a glide slope.
And I'm looking for that traffic on short approach.
Do you see him?
Looking for traffic.
I do. Go ahead, go ahead.
Shark Crew 3 Romeo, number 2, following a Skyhawk on a, correction, a 152 on a close-in left base, runway 24, cleared for the option.
24, cleared for the option, November 4322 Romeo. All right, our minimums are 700 feet. Personal minimum. Legally 660. Flaps 10.
Traffic in sight on final.
All right, 1011. Will remain VFR. Proceed with the approach visually. All right, 1500.
And that traffic just departed, so no.
Good. Flaps 20, 20, 20. No joke, man, no joke. Flaps 30, 30, 30. Flaps full, 40, 40, 40, 40. 70. 65. Cleared for an option. 65.
Just the 10-8, runway 24, clear, touch and go.
Clear, touch and go, runway 24, 473.
Real quick, he cleared you for the ILS, so I would check to see if we're up and go.
Yep, cleared for an option. Take controls.
What?
Controls. All right, flaps coming up.
All right, your controls.
My controls. All right. Full power. Green, green, positive. Flaps up. $50, $55, $60. Rotate. All right, so I can confirm that we were cleared for an option.
Okay. All right, I just...
Romeo, make the left close traffic.
Left close traffic, 33 Romeo.
Oh yeah, my apologies for confusing you. Yeah, because I just remember hearing saying cleared for the ILS24.
Yeah.
All right, so we're cleared for the option when he says cleared for the ILS24?
Yeah.
I didn't hear cleared for the option from him. From approach, yes, but I never heard it from tower.
Yeah, tower cleared us for an option. The first instruction from the tower was proceed runway 24, 24, and then later on, he cleared us for an option. All right, TPA 1,500. Could you confirm?
1,400. I heard him say cleared for the ILS24. So are we also cleared for the option at that point? I didn't hear him explicitly tell us we're cleared for the...
Oh, yeah, he did.
I must have missed it then, my bad.
Tower November 4333 Romeo would like to do 2 more step and goes.
Shark 33 Romeo, Roger, number 2 following assessed on shore final, runway 24 cleared, stop and go.
24 cleared, stop and go for 333 Romeo, number 2. So I'm looking for the number 1.
I got nothing yet.
It's okay, I will be doing my regular stuff. I've been the numbers. 1,500. RPid on. Flaps 10, 10.
Already landed.
You landed?
For 33 Romeo, do you realize you're headed eastbound and not really on a downwind?
Correct.
Cut it. Had to cut it a little bit more. We were getting pushed from the wind, I believe.
I apologize for 33 Romeo, probably underestimated wind factor. I'm correcting to the left base. 24. All right, 88. I'm cleared, stop and go.
Correct.
All right, it's the left base. 1,500.
I bet I was distracting you as well.
It is actually a great job, and I appreciate that.
Oh, cockpit, remember.
Yep. 20, 20, 20. Alright, so this time on landing I would pay close attention to approach speed of 65 miles per hour. Touchdown at a touchdown zone. Proper touch and go. This would be my last touch and go. The next one would be full stop. Effect of a crosswind is significant. That's 30, 30, 30.
Sister 108, you're number 2, following a Skyhawk, turning about a mile, final.
Traffic inside 478.
Sister 108, follow that Skyhawk. He is a stop and go, runway 24, clear touch and go.
Following traffic, clear touch and go, runway 24, 410.
Perhaps 40, 40, 40. Flaps up, carpet off. Alright, we have stopped. Green, green, positive. 1,500 to full power. Here's speed alive. Green, green, positive. 50. 60. 65. Rotate. This time I will pay attention to following left downwind. Tower November 433 Romeo, we would like to do full stop this time.
433 Romeo, roger.
Romeo, left downwind.
This is Romeo, say again?
Requesting clarification on when should turn left crosswind or right.
433 Romeo should turn left crosswind whenever you're ready.
Left crosswind, November 433 Romeo, thank you. The 1400 TPA. I was thinking to hear instructions from him on the, again, left pattern.
I mean, we were doing left and nothing. No, it doesn't hurt to clarify.
Yeah, so
I think he was a little confused. Then you said when left. He was like, you want me to tell you when to turn?
yeah.
Shark 33 Romeo, runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear to land, 333 Romeo.
Allentown Tower, Cessna 4710, wait, this won't be our last to a full stop.
Beam the numbers.
Roger.
Harp kit on. 1,500 RPM. Speed under 100. Flaps 10, 10, 10, 10. Flaps 20, 20, 20. Flaps 30, 30, 30. 5.
Sister 108, you're following Skyhawk out of mile final.
Looking for traffic 10.
That's 40, 40, 40.
Traffic inside 108.
So 108, roger, follow that Skyhawk. Number 2, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land number 2, runway 24, 470.
65.
Track 33 Romeo, say parking, or are you going taxiing back for departure?
Taxiing back for departure, except we will take 5 minutes break to switch pilots for 33 Romeo.
33 Romeo, okay, so you want to go to the FBO to do that, or you want to do that at the end of the runway?
End of a runway, 33 Romeo.
33 Romeo, turn left next taxiway, which is Alpha 4, and contact ground point 9er with your intentions.
Alpha 4, 1.9er, 33 Romeo, thank you. Yeah, go ahead. After engine checklist complete. Allentown ground, good evening, November 433 Romeo, cleared 24 at Alpha 4. We would like to return for the departure, except 5 minutes to switch pilots.
Skyhawk 4333 Romeo, Allentown ground, runway 24 at Alpha 2, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 2, hold short at runway 24 at Alpha 2, you can swap out over there.
24 at Alpha 2, hold short Alpha 2, 33 Romeo. ILS hold line. Alright, holding short ILS line.
Central aircraft information, Kilo, current altimeter 29904. Skyhawk 33 Romeo, when you have a moment, advise of the requested altitude and request destination.
Destination 58 November, altitude 4,500, and before that I wanted to request if we could park on the ramp next to the hangar 3 to the right of Alpha, just to switch pilots.
33 Romeo, that's fine. I was going to let you hold short 24 at Alpha 2 and do it, but you can pull off to the right down there at 24 in the run-up area.
Okay, we'll hold ILS and then turn to the right run-up area for 33 Romeo. Really?
Skyhawk 33 Romeo, that wasn't the instructions. You can turn right at the end over there at 24. There's going to be a run-up area, and you can swap out pilots over there.
Roger, 32 Romeo. Ground November 4332 Romeo, holding short ILS, line.
33 Romeo negative. I never said anything about holding short the ILS. You can pull off on the runway run-up area over there at 24. All I said was hold short of runway 24.
Roger that, thank you, 32 Romeo. Alright, where do you think that area is?
At the very end.
Yeah. Ground 32 Romeo, just to clarify, a little confused. Is this the right spot I'm thinking about where we are now?
Three Romeo, how about this? Do you see Alpha 2 there?
Altitude?
Alpha 2's over there.
Yes, we do see Alpha 2.
Okay, 33 Romeo, hold short of runway 24 at Alpha 2.
Go to Alpha 2.
Got it, we'll hold short at Alpha 2, 32 Romeo. Now I understand everything.
I thought it was down there, so I was confused as well.
Alpha 2. Good. Here is where we're gonna stop. And switch. Ground November 432 Romeo, successfully holding short 24 at Alpha 2. We'll be back to you in a minute.
Roger.
Check.
Loud and clear.
Check again.
Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Alright, good. Mixture cleaned. Flaps up, confirmed. Green, green. Good on fuel, positive. Alright, we'll do the run up next. Brakes held, doors, windows closed, locked. Check flight controls. Flight controls, good. And then if you mind putting in Regal, and then switching us to tower. Alright, controls good, instruments, positive, positive, or green, positive, positive. Mixture, full rich. Trim set for takeoff. Throttle 1,700. Left magneto, good. Right magneto, good. Back to both. Power repeat on. Confirmed. Still green, green, good. Suction drops. Back to 1,000. Alright, so we'll be departing 2-4, holding short at
Alpha 2.
Alpha 2, and we'll be departing to west. Got us on tower. Alright. Block VFR.
1, 2.
Up. Good. Allentown Tower, Cessna 4333 Romeo, holding short of runway 24 at Alpha 2, ready for takeoff.
November 4333 Romeo, go back to clearance delivery on 124.05 to pick up your instructions.
12405 to pick up instructions, 33 Romeo. 12405?
Yep.
That's right, we're in class Charlie. Oh, so I'm looking for a VFR departure to the east.
Yep, so it's a clear. I can pick it up, or you can do.
If you want to pick it up real quick, it's been a while since I picked up clearance.
Allentown clearance delivery. Good evening, November 4332 Romeo for a VFR westbound departure.
Number 4333 Romeo, maintain VFR 3000 until advised. Departure frequency 124.45 and squawk code 0456.
3000 until advised. 124.45. Squawk 0456. November 433 Romeo.
Squawk 33 Romeo, readback is correct. Hold short runway 24 at Alpha 2. Contact tower 1 ready.
Hold short 24 Alpha 2, contact tower, November 433 Romeo, thank you, have a good day. Over.
Which tower again? Tower is...
0.5,
Oh, yeah,
so...
okay, just switch it. Okay. Perfect. Alright, and maintain 3000.
3000, maintain.
Allentown Tower, Cessna 4333 Romeo, holding short, runway 24 at Alpha 2, ready for takeoff.
November 4333 Romeo, Allentown Tower, runway 24, wind 270 at 10, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, fly runway heading, 4333 Romeo.
Lights, lights, lights.
Cleared. Don't see anything.
Clear.
Full power. Airspeed's alive. Green, green.
ahead, go ahead.
And rotate. Good. What were you gonna say?
Allentown Tower, November 4333 Romeo. We change of plans. We would like to do 2 stop and goes,
No,
if possible.
I'll go back.
November 33 Romeo, reset transponder squawk 0400.
That's fine. 0400, yeah. 0400-433 Romeo.
November 33 Romeo, enter left traffic, runway 24.
Left traffic, 2433 Romeo. No, I was just gonna, he already gave us instructions, I was gonna change it, that's fine.
Alright, so...
Yeah, no, if I'm PIC, just let me do, if I wanted that, I would have changed it, that's fine.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, brief, if you're gonna do that, just tell me before just calling out like that.
Right. I got so embarrassed I forgot about your landings.
I mean, you're fine. I was cool going back because it's already a little late, but that's fine.
November 33 Romeo, runway 24, cleared stop and go.
Cleared stop and go, runway 24 through Romeo. Alright, beam the numbers, car beat back, 1500. White arc, flaps 10.
November 33 Romeo, runway 24, cleared stop and go.
Runway 24, clear stop and go through Romeo. I said it, did I not?
I did hear that, maybe not enough button push.
Unsure. $80. Little power. Flaps 30. Bit early on the turn. So flaps 40. 5. Back to center line. B. 5. Bit rough there. Up. And that peripheral, especially at nighttime. Flaps. Up. Repeat. Hold. Full power. Green, green. Back to center line. Airspeed's coming alive. And rotate. Starting left traffic. Back to TPA.
November 33 Romeo, runway 24, cleared stop and go.
Cleared stop and go, runway 24, 33 Romeo. Give the numbers, carpet on. Power back 1500. White arc, flaps 10. Pitching for 90. Bit of power.
Allentown Tower, good evening. Hawker 44 Uniform November, level 4000 on the visual 24.
Hawker 44 Uniform November, Allentown Tower, continue for runway 24.
Continue runway 24, 44 Uniform November.
Turning base, pitching for 80, flaps 20. Better than my last pattern. Last one was a little short.
That's okay, that's why we practice. My first approach was kind of funny as well. First
Flaps 20, there we go. And nothing right.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely right.
Flaps going to 30. $70. Get high, we'll go flaps 40. 70. Five.
November 4, Uniform November, runway 24, clear to land, wind 280 at 10.
Runway 24, clear to land, Hawker 44, Uniform November.
5. Left the center line, both approaches. Correcting. Five. Want some power, still high.
Rescue 1 plus 1, Allentown ground.
Power. 5.
Rescue 1 plus 1, proceed via Juliet Alpha, cross runway 31, hold short, runway 24 at Alpha 3.
Still pretty high. Flaps going up. See the rescue coming, I don't know where they're going.
It will hold short 24, it's okay. At Alpha some.
Okay, flaps up, carpet. Hold. Full power, airspeed's alive, green, green. And rotate.
Roger. And Rescue 1 plus 1, cross runway 24 to Echo, to back to the firehouse. November 33 Romeo, fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading, 33 Romeo.
33 Romeo, you're going to be going to depart now?
Yeah, we'd like to depart westbound to 58 November, 33 Romeo.
November 33 Romeo, squawk 0456.
0456, 33 Romeo.
I'm sorry, I missed that last call. Who was that?
I can do that if you want.
Yeah,
Rescue
sure.
8 plus 1, Allentown ground. Rescue 8 plus 1, proceed via Alpha, cross runway 13, hold short of runway 24 at Alpha 3.
And Tower 44, Uniform
GPS.
November, just want to confirm, clear to land 24.
November 4, Uniform November, affirmative, runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear to land, Hawker 44, Uniform November.
November 33 Romeo, contact departure.
Contact departure, 33 Romeo.
That's the proper frequency, 2445.
Rescue 1 plus 1, roger.
Allentown departure, Cessna 4333 Romeo, 2100 climbing.
4333 Romeo, Allentown departure, radar contact. And time to requested altitude.
4500, 58, 33 Romeo.
33 Romeo, climb to requested altitude.
Almost said 58.
Legion 194, Allentown Airport, 2 o'clock, 6 miles.
Inside Legion 194.
Legion 194, cleared visual approach, runway 24.
clear visual.
Alright, I think we are both
21 Zulu Zulu.
very
You want to
rusty.
Philadelphia approach? Your destination will be about 10 miles outside my airspace.
There was a good thing about...
fly following whenever you, good for you, Adrian 21 Zulu Zulu.
Adrian 21 Zulu Zulu, Roger, thank you.
Some CFIs, they take their students to the very breaking point.
33 Romeo, proceed on course.
Proceed on course, 33 Romeo.
Legion 194, contact tower 120.5.
To demonstrate a student where the breaking point is.
Here, before you make that point, if you want to take controls, I'm going to get foggles.
Go ahead.
Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. Alright, ready.
Door controls.
My controls.
Wow, look at this.
What's up?
I just steered too much to the right.
Alright, go ahead, make your point, sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no worries. So, I did not reach for a breaking point, and breaking point I mean when you no more able to make logical decisions or operate at all, but at a certain point today after landing, so the ILS practice approach was intense as expected. I expected that. Okay.
Over 3,000, I'm going to lean us out.
Go in. And then 2 stop and goes, and then by the time I left runway, at that time, I was basically done. Like, not supposed to fly anymore at this K. The great thing about that I see that, and okay, so that's how far I can take it before becoming stupid. Yeah, intense training. But then again, thank you for being as a safety pilot. I really appreciate it, man. The experience I got today, it is outstanding exercise, and it's hard. I like it.
469 at Foxtrot Golf. I do have your outbound clearance. Advisory to copy.
Correcting for altitude and heading.
In November 469 Foxtrot Golf, ready to copy.
469 at Foxtrot Golf. On the go, you are cleared to the Trenton Airport via runway heading. Vectors for Yardley VOR direct. Maintain 3,000. Expect 5,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure will be of me on 124.45, and you can expect your squawk code on the go.
In November 465 Foxtrot Golf is clear to Trenton. Runway heading. Expect vectors to Yardley. Cleared to 3,000, expect 5,000 after 10 minutes, and up with you 124.45, and transponder on the go.
Or 469 Foxtrot Golf, after Yardley, direct Trenton.
After Yardley, direct to Trenton. 469 Foxtrot Golf.
469 Foxtrot Golf, readback is correct. Fly heading is 050, vector ILS, runway 24.
050, vectors to ILS24.
Alright, so great exercise, humbling experience, and I have to apologize for 2 things. First of all, for getting your landings.
6069 Foxtrot, outside approach, C-type aircraft.
It struck me on the runway after all the instructions, and at that time I'm thinking, well, man, what do I do now? Do I discuss it with you or with the ATC? And I decided to discuss it with the ATC, which in fact I actually stepped into your pilot in command role, and that is second mistake. So man, I apologize for that. It's
Number 469
Not
Foxtrot
cool.
Golf. I'm
Next
sorry,
time I
it's
will
windy out there. Fly heading at 04.
refrain from such action.
040.
No, you're good. I mean, it had been a...
Or 60.
I completely forgot that we were in Class Charlie, so we need clearance.
469 Foxtrot Golf.
That's why I was like, okay, I'll switch over to tower. I'll make the call to tower. Yeah, completely forgot to contact
you want radar contact 20 miles northeast of
since we already
downtown. Altimeter
cleared
9 4
to
and
the west of Regal.
Vector
At that point,
runway 24, maintain VFR.
I mean, we were already a little bit late, so I was fine just going back. But at that point, since we were clear, it's fine to switch, but especially right after we called them to switch. I mean, they're not super busy, but still. But, I mean, I was going to go with that. But yeah, I mean, you're fine.
All right. Yeah, and then at some point I thought, like, hey, how does that I do my landings and then Jimmy does not? It's not fair. So,
yeah, you're fine.
Okay, anyway, that's, by the way, that's another part.
Roger.
It's another exercise. I got in a moment when I have to make a decision. So I talked to ATC or pilot in command. And it makes sense to be on the same page with the crew members and then talk to ATC, right?
Yeah. All right, let's brief some stuff. So yeah, you said, I mean, I'm just saying this like objectively. So yeah, from my perspective, that was my first time watching a practice approach in a while. Yeah, it's easy to get behind the plane. I knew that coming into them, but it's definitely tough. Second part of that is, I know you did some with John Branch. I mean, it's up to you, it's your decision. But at least in my perspective, I would say, one, since you didn't ever approach into Allentown, I would say, and I was kind of, I mean, you were fine, you did it, but there were a couple times where we busted altitudes. Looked like you were pretty task saturated. So I would recommend, just from a co-pilot perspective, to not do any practice approaches until A, you've either done them with an instructor, or B, have enough under your belt to where you're comfortable trying more. And then the second part of that,
469 Foxtrot Golf, descending 3000.
If you think you're fine to do them on your own, I mean, go for it. When I do them with a CFI, I know I won't do them by myself with a safety pilot until I'm like dead set, like 100% I got it. But I mean, that's all up to you.
Sure. This thing is where, funny enough, you need to practice, because theoretically you understand everything.
069 Foxtrot,
it's right there on the approach plate.
Mudry at above 3,000, cleared ILS.
On an approach plate.
Cross Mudry at or above.
You see everything, you understand everything. It's where you have to fly it to practice it, and practice is everything. I cannot imagine, you cannot learn it from reading, watching, and I would say in a flight sim, yeah, you can practice 50-70% of it, but actual flying, hand flying, because if we would be doing that on an autopilot,
yeah, it's much different.
No problem.
That's why Kayla and I saved Cap 140, so that'll help a little bit for me.
Right. But hand flying is exactly where you will be busting altitudes, and then, yeah, you get in busy a little bit, a lot maybe. Then I probably was flying without noise cancellation, and once you're in flight, I never wanted to mingle too much with my headset. That is important. That is equipment. That is a part of the flight equipment at this time. Yeah, so sometimes I had a hard time understanding certain...
Well, I mean, at least for me, all you do is press the button. How hard is it to turn on your headset?
Yeah, the same, but so my suspicion is that there is a...
Or is there an issue with it?
How much you get, and there is high, medium, and low levels of noise cancellation. I believe I was flying at low noise cancellation.
So it's not something you can just click, you have to look at it. Alright,
right.
Mind then.
So that's another part of the lesson today. Like, make sure that your GoPro is running, that your Bluetooth is set as required, and all else as well. Right, so yeah, it's task saturated. I would not, well, I was flying it today in foggles and under the hood. If I would be on my own, yeah, I could probably fly it without a safety pilot. But it's not a good idea. Regardless, under the hood or not, safety pilot is what needed, or CFI. Needed for practicing approaches for at least probably first 5 times. Like, certain amount of times, I don't know for how long. But, yeah, when you were watching altitudes...
4333 Romeo, contact Harrisburg approach, 126.45. Have a good night.
12645, have a great night as well, 33 Romeo. Harrisburg approach, Cessna 4333 Romeo, level 4,500.
Cessna 4333 Romeo, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 2998, say destination.
2998, Regal Field, 58 November, 33 Romeo.
Delta Zulu.
910 Delta Zulu, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 2998. I missed your check-in there, got stepped on, say altitude.
We're at 9,000 for 910 Delta Zulu.
910 Delta Zulu, descend and maintain 5,000, expect the visual approach in Lancaster. Do you have runway preference, D126?
Well, if we could get the vectors to final on the RNAV 26.
And 0 Delta Zulu, sorry, you got stepped on again. Which approach?
RNAV 26.
We're 0 Delta Zulu, expect the RNAV runway 26 approach, proceed direct to headed.
Direct headed, 10 Delta Zulu.
So yeah, thank you for watching altitudes, and that was funny how watching where you're going, what altitudes, making sure that you're following the plan, double checking approach plate. And sometimes you can get...
Well, so the only thing for you, let me pull it up as long as there's no traffic, we can take a look. So when we were approaching for the ILS, so you know more than me, so you can help me out here. So we come in at or above 3,000 before crossing Mudry, correct?
Correct.
And then after that, we can, you said dive and drive at or above 2,400 until intercepting, correct?
Right.
But we didn't, what did we do with these? We didn't go through there. Because you have to maintain 1380 until Nenti, right?
No, that asterisk stands for localizer only.
Okay, that's for the localizer, not the ILS. That's right, it's 2 approaches, okay. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, so once you intercepted ILS, glide slope, you can follow glide slope. My mistake was something else.
795, Harrisburg departure, radar contact, climb maintain 8,000, turn right to
My mistake was something else, that I was staying a little too long at the altitude, and I was intercepting probably false glide slope. I could actually go 2,400 like right away and see it at 2,400 until intercepted glide slope. And you brought it to my attention at some point, which at that time I was insanely busy. And there was a moment when I said unable to answer whatever was you asking. And I'm like, sorry Jimmy, no, not this time. I'm busy with something else, which is another good thing. Thank you for distracting me. Well, at that time I was not appreciating
795, counting New York Center 132.2.
But again, it's how you build your skill and learning how to operate and being very, very busy.
Okay, and then another question. So for the written, like drawing it on paper, it was pretty easy figuring out whether you're teardrop, direct, or parallel. When you're actually in the plane, unless I missed something, it seems a bit harder to figure out where you're approaching from and what entry there is. Can you just follow it? Because the GPS had it for us, right? The GPS had the teardrop. Are you allowed to just follow that, or did you think through, okay, I'm going to be approaching here at the teardrop?
Oh, in the beginning, at Regal office, I decided it would be parallel, because that would be pretty much...
Okay, so you figure out,
the best decision.
Not when you're in the air, you figure out on the ground.
Yeah, I decided parallel, on the ground. However, I changed my decision to teardrop in the air, and that was not a right decision.
Bravo Lima, Harrisburg, you with me?
I still had
yeah,
to
we just keyed up with you. Sorry, we were getting
parallel.
we just were listening for golf here.
Because you will review it later, how we approach
no worries,
it.
4 Bravo Lima. And let me know when you do get golf.
Supposed to go with the parallel.
2998, say altitude.
Unless there is a serious reason to change your plan.
Information golf,
I think was the
4,500, 454 Bravo Lima.
But anyway, it was done, and it's okay.
The left base runway
because I was remaining within the protected area for the holding pattern.
Left base for 31 is fine. Thank you. 454 Bravo Lima.
Roger.
And I guess technically, now that we're thinking about altitudes, if I say 4,500, I shouldn't be going plus. I should be going 4,450 as a goal, or 4,400, but 4,450. I shouldn't be exceeding 4,500, so I'm going to drop down. That's a habit. I've always gone actually plus 50. Now that I think about altitudes more, because that's vital for instrument, never bust an altitude. Always go 50 above, over, less, depending on, like in this case, it would be 50 less. In this case, it would be 50 above. So that's something I'll work on.
Right, and with the ILS, I'm sure you paid attention to glide slope and...
yeah, there was a couple times I pointed to that because you'd be on course and then drifting a little bit like that, so I'd point it.
And a couple of times I was below, and it's a big no-no. You don't want to go ever below the glide slope. But again, these things are not practiced in a simulator effectively. Everything, the theory, yeah, you will fly these ILS approaches, any kind of approaches, but this feeling of real aircraft and real situation where the pilot deviation is actually a thing, I have to admit, it adds up a little bit of a colors to a situation. Anyway, seriousness.
I think next thing to brief is, so you finished, okay, you landed, you said at that point you were very task saturated but didn't call it out.
Landed after the third landing.
No. Your ILS landing. Didn't you say you were very task saturated at that point?
Yeah, when I was on the last 1.5, 2,000 feet of descent. Oh yeah, I was watching glide slope and the speed, and I was figuring out, hey, you know what? At this time I actually have to do my before landing checklist. So watch the needles, maintain airspeed, decide when you have to actually slow down, and before landing checklist you have to do right now.
43 Harrisburg departure, contact turn left heading 180, climb maintain.
So then my next point, next point of review
just at 483.
When we received the taxi instructions, I don't think you fully understood them, neither did I. Neither of us said anything. So definitely PIC, if we don't understand something fully, ask co-pilot. If they don't understand fully, call ground, whoever it is, again, for further instructions. Because, I mean, unless I'm wrong, I don't think you got them, and I don't think I got them.
Yep. Yeah. That's a good point. I was...
Skog 1656, Foxtrot, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 2998.
Yeah, so I was kind of pushing myself to accept these instructions instead of analyzing what exactly I'm getting, how exactly we will be doing that.
That's your 483, proceed direct to Vinny, contact Garrick Center 132.2.
Check Vinny and 32.2, that's at 483. Good night, sir.
Skyhawk 56 Foxtrot, Squawk 0361.
Harrisburg approach Skyhawk 748 Mike Kilo with you at 4,500.
Number 748 Mike Kilo, Harrisburg approach, Harrisburg altimeter 2998 and Oscar Stern Lancaster Airport.
2998 and we have Oscar 748 Mike Kilo.
Air 56 Foxtrot, radar contact 2 miles north.
Are you feeling warm enough?
I understand you want to track
that side's cold. How do you feel?
Inbound. You just want
okay, now I got you. Yeah,
approach.
I can tolerate it.
Yeah, that side's a bit colder because of the door, I think.
All right, 56 Foxtrot, you can proceed.
So if I would be flying this all on my own,
I don't know if it's radiating right now. I can find out.
But the same amount of
just maintain out or above
workload and the same amount of exhaustion after, I would actually probably take 2 hours break. A dinner somewhere.
Approach United 714, send crew 12,700 for 9,000. We have information call.
That's 714 here for approach. Harrisburg altimeter 2998, send to maintain 5,000. Expect vectors visual approach runway 31.
2998, send to 5,000. United 714.
Yeah, it's a lot to an IFR, single pilot IFR.
Realistically speaking, in one ski on a job, you're probably never going to do that. You just fly crew, and you can actually do that for life, unless you get into something smaller, GA, and fly it. But I definitely see benefits of a crew. And
56 Foxtrot, you can join the localizer and just maintain at or above 3,000. Reading Tower says the localizer should be on.
And then I guess another point of debrief.
Yeah, it might be on your end, and then as you get closer, you'll be above it anyway.
Oh, okay. When they cleared us to land...
Number 2328 Romeo, contact Allentown approach 124.45.
When they cleared us to land, I thought, so I got myself confused and I maybe messed you up. I thought they said...
Number 4 Bravo Lima, make sure to approach to left base 31.
Cleared for the ILS24.
Copy that, we'll do a short approach, left base, runway 31, 454 Bravo Lima.
Number 33 Romeo, traffic at 1 o'clock and 3 miles southwest, correction southeastbound 3,000 feet, Skyhawk, my control.
Got it.
Got him in sight.
Aircraft, we have traffic in sight for 33 Romeo.
Number 56 Foxtrot, traffic at 11 o'clock and 3 miles westbound, 4,500, Skyhawk, my control has you in sight. Number 33 Romeo, traffic has you in sight.
Roger, 33 Romeo.
Number 0 Delta Zulu, send to maintain 4,000. Do you want vectors to the final approach course?
That would be great.
Number 0 Delta Zulu, send to maintain 4,000. Expect vectors, final approach course.
Down to 4,000, and we'll expect vectors. And Delta Zulu.
Correcting for heading. And altitude.
That's how they begin to write stories about flights and how some pilots describing what they were fighting in a bad weather and approach and trying to figure out where the runway is. Now I can understand how tired...
4 Bravo Lima, begin your descent into the pattern altitude and contact tower on 124.8.
Copy that, we'll begin our descent and we'll over to tower 124.8, 4 Bravo Lima.
Sooner or later, we'll get into that
714, flighting 130, back to final approach course.
Heading 130, United 714.
That's what you need to experience to appreciate good flights.
I missed like the last 30 seconds because control was pretty loud.
It was just the lyrical thoughts about that many writers, many pilots who just write a story about their flights, or at least one flight, the really, really difficult ones, fighting with the weather, zero visibility, low overcast, and they were trying to find that runway in the middle of the night after many hours flight, and how exhausted
56 Foxtrot,
they are after landing.
Airport.
Yeah.
And they say that many pilots, like every pilot will sooner or later experience such flight when it would be terrible weather, zero visibility, they would be somewhat tired after a long flight, and they have to land, and it's very not easy situation. And then you have to experience that to appreciate good flights.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was intense exercise today. Pretty cool. Humbling experience a little bit.
That's what it's all about.
But then,
PBM 0 Delta Zulu is going to maintain 3,000.
10 Delta Zulu.
Right, when I was flying my first practice approach, VR DME into Lancaster, runway 26. Oh man, I was exhausted and it was very, very tough. I thought it could not be that way, but and second approach was RNF. Not too big of a deal, it was okay. But then of course I did it the next day after John Branch did it. So it's very fresh. I knew what about to happen, what I will be doing. We briefed the whole flight, both approaches really, really well. And then the third and the fourth approach,
14, reach 5,000,
everything goes much easier after you do the first couple approaches.
Hey, if you don't mind, do you mind taking controls? I'm going to adjust my foggles.
My controls.
Your controls. All right, I'm ready.
Your controls?
My controls.
Your controls. Anyway, so it's a lot of fun. I cannot wait for you to do your first practice approach. And then please let me know how would you enjoy experience.
I'll have to check my email when I get back.
Delta Zulu flight 0 vector downwind.
Should be able to find hopefully sometime on Monday in ACS is scheduled to fly with, forget the guy's name, but the new CFI.
With Air Attack?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, and I'm curious about how you would like Air Attack. It's very interesting.
I just got to make sure once I start, I got to hit the ground running, make sure my studying is up, because ground is 80 an hour, and instructor's 80 an hour, and then the plane is 210 per hour. So that's going to be 290 per hour for a flight. Figure it's a 2-hour lesson. That's what, 580?
Yep.
Probably an hour of ground at least. That's 660. Dear God. So yeah, I mean I have it saved up, and my estimated cost is probably going to be I overestimated a bit, but estimated cost is probably 15 G's.
It's well worth it. Just do it, and then we will compare experiences with me at Regal and either Barry or Alan. I wonder about that. By the way, I wanted to ask you, in addition, I'm preparing for probably by the end of this week, I will finally schedule my written for instrument rating. So you did instrument reading, but also AGI and instrument ground instructor. Can you remind me on that?
Yeah, so I did the 3. IRA, IGI, instrument ground instructor, and then what's the other one? IGI, IRA.
Number 0 Delta Zulu, 4 miles from
I forget the third right now, but I can let you know.
Maintain 2,500 till
right, so the
approach course. Clear on runway 26 approach.
One of those ratings would allow you to qualify as a CFII at your initial CFI check, right?
What's that?
With those written tests, make you eligible for getting not only CFI but CFII at the same check, right?
I think the third one that I'm forgetting is the one for CFII. That's what I think the third written is.
Does that mean that you will get CFI and II at the same day?
That's 56 Foxtrot, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, change of deck advised, frequency approved, take care.
To my knowledge, CFI is a different written.
Will do, I love giving Ian a hard time.
CFII, the written.
PBM 0 Delta Zulu, Lancaster Tower, 10.9er.
I forget. I know CFI and CFII are 2 different writtens.
Number 748 Mike Kilo, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, Lancaster Tower, 120.9er.
Over to Tower 120.9er and squawk VFR, thanks for your help, 748 Mike Kilo.
Take care. United 714, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend to 3,000, United 714.
Alright, so later on, do you want instructions to set you up at the left downwind 3-1? How do you plan approach and landing?
We'll go cross teardrop. Yeah, I'll cross midfield and then teardrop in for the left downwind for 3-1. Right. I'll make the call to cancel. There's your approach, Cessna 4333 Romeo. Would like to cancel VFR flight following. Head back to 58 November.
Number 33 Romeo, radar service terminate, squawk VFR. Frequency change approved, we take care.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a great night. 33 Romeo.
Central aircraft information, Golf, current at Harrisburg International. Information November, current at Capital City. Information Oscar, current at Lancaster. Information Golf, current.
In for a 600 foot per minute descent at 120. Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, 10 miles to the northeast. We'll be setting up for a midfield teardrop entry for 3-1. 5 November. 5 November. Ay, ay, ay. Rusty.
Deck traffic, Skyhawk 56 Foxtrot, midfield downwind 19er, deck full stop.
Alright. That's exactly who I was looking for. Incredible flight, man. Incredible flight.
Yeah. That was a good one. A lot of lessons learned.
A lot. It's not very, very far from perfect execution, but from the mistakes made, figuring out your real position and your skill at this time, and you see exactly what you have to work on. And no pilot deviation.
Oh no, that ground controller was getting close. Yeah, I think I'll wear that old kneeboard I had, just with a scratch paper, and then I'll have a pen. There's a pen holder, not over here. The other plane, 44 Quebec has a pen holder right here, right? Or am I? Maybe I'm wrong. But a pen somewhere,
yeah,
or a scratch, but just something to write down taxi instructions like that. Yeah.
Well, the scratch pads as well, just as you do is scratch pads and you
can, but I think like I'm more comfortable writing like that than like tapping a screen and having the iPad like move every which way.
Yep.
And then also keeping that up while I can like write something down.
Right. Well, to each their own.
Yeah, yeah.
And please share all the parts you bought for these.
Oh yeah, this thing's great. I love this. Bit pricey, very pricey. I got Black Friday sales. That was the one I texted you about. The Black Friday sales.
Final 100 deck.
Yeah. If you can share again, what's the mark and model for the? Well, I don't know. For the holder, for the whole pack, so I can consider that as well.
I think when I bought it, so the case that this has, there's a, I thought there was a detachable back that you can angle it. Sorry, not detachable, like a holder, a stand like you have. Right. I thought there was a stand, but apparently I think that's the other model. So there is what looks like a stand, but it's got locks on it, so I don't think you can pull it out. But I know there's a model where you can put it to a stand when you're at a desk or whatnot.
Oh, as long as it's well secured.
Yeah, it's well secured. This is apparently this is the brand that all the airlines use.
The location is good. It doesn't take too much of your field of view.
It's like no. I mean, I could probably put it down a little bit more too. It's got like an inch to where my windscreen over there. I mean, I could just lean forward if I needed to. I'd probably put it a little bit further down. But of the reviews that I saw, everyone said it's pretty much part of your instrument scan, which I would agree. But yeah, it's nice.
Oh, you're right-handed, right?
To right, I'm left-handed.
Okay, so for the operating the 4 flight.
Go 19er deck, close traffic.
You're left-handed or right-handed?
I mean, now, since I'm on this side, I'll use the left hand on the yoke.
Okay.
I still suck at that side when I'm using the right hand. Okay. I mean, it's just going to take time to use it, which honestly, I should probably practice that over here. Because for me, like, I'm fine seeing, I'm maintaining 2000. I'm fine seeing the instruments. But like, for me, just like using the right hand feels so weird. So I think, now when we're doing cross country and whatnot, I just want to get a feel for it. It'll probably take an hour or two, but just getting a feel for it with the right hand. Because I remember that one approach I had into deck when I had zero experience. I almost stalled us on a final, but just getting used to it, the feel of it, how much pressure you have to apply. Right. That's my main concern right now, using the right hand. But for this, I'm fine just using it. It's not going to be perfect handwriting, but it'll work with that. Good. Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, 3 miles to the northeast. We were flying 2000 and then set up for teardrop, left downwind through on Regal.
There is a helicopter a couple miles ahead of us. I have him in sight. Same altitude at this time, 12 o'clock. No worries.
Does it look like he's going to Regal, departing Regal, or just flying by?
Oh no, he took off from the Hershey Medical Center.
Okay.
And we will see. They usually fly Carlisle, but we'll see where he goes. I don't expect him approaching.
You have the airport in sight?
Oh yes, sir.
I also have to ask you after this or tomorrow morning, since it's a little bit late. I completely forgot to time when you were under the hood earlier, and then. All right, I got mine. I just need, I don't think we took a time of that either when we switched.
I got it.
Oh, all right, you're on top of things. So then, yeah, later on I'll just need the time that you had for your foggle time earlier.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. But yeah, if I'm way off on this teardrop, I'm pretty much just following GPS, to be honest. If I'm way off on this teardrop entry for the left downer, just let me know.
Well, at this rate, you will be busting Charlie because you are at exactly the altitude of Charlie.
Yeah, so I mean,
so you want to go below 2,100 for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Within the next minute. Like,
yeah. I'll fly directly at 2,000, and then once we cross at 2,000, I will.
Now begin your descent, 1,500. Yeah, I figured. I'm just kidding you and making fun. But now again, I totally understand even better after today's flight why pilots have pretty strict hours of service limitations.
Oh yeah.
Don't want a 737 pilot being stupid on the taxiway. What I'm interested about the fighter jet pilots, those guys have to be
Oh my God, that's
Best
insane.
in class.
Yeah, imagine doing this, but with like 10 times more advanced avionics, plus a G factor.
Yeah, they are athletes. It's not only you have to be a pilot, you have to be an
6 Fox final 19
athlete.
deck.
Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, overflying the field, teardrop, left downwind, 31 Regal. Alright, descending down. I'm going to kick it out left and then teardrop right.
Right? Good. But then again, this is what happens when you don't fly for 30 days.
Yeah. I mean, this was really, of the times we had, they've all been weather cancellations, right?
Yeah, so we were supposed to do another flight with John Branch, but then the weather got in, so we canceled. And then I wanted to do just landings, but never happened. And again, the weather was so-so. And somehow, boom, it's 30 days, which I was kind of okay with that because the end of that year and beginning of this year, Microsoft released new simulator. I was buried with the setting up instructions and all the paperwork, which, funny enough, I don't like to do exactly that. I don't like that part of work. But it has to be done, and you just dive in, waste hours of time per day. So it's okay not to fly at that time, but finally I'm enjoying the ability to get back to flight training.
How are we looking?
We're looking perfectly fine. Continue this turn rate. Yeah, if you hit that circle intersection here, you would be golden.
I go.
You're officially left downwind.
Alright. Nice. Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, left downwind, 31 Regal. Numbers, carpet on, power 1500, trimmer out, white arc, flaps 10. Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, left base, 31 Regal. Maybe that's what I did earlier. Maybe because my finger just slipped. Cleared.
Clear.
My finger just slipped off the mic. Maybe that's what happened earlier.
Yeah,
when
most
the
likely.
tower asked or clarified, hey, make sure you respond, clear to land.
Yeah, because I definitely heard you well.
It started it. I think it just slipped off.
Yep.
Flaps 30. Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, final 31 Regal. And we'll go flaps 40. Power. Five. More power. Add some trim. Five. The power out. All right, got center line. Get to the right. 5. The power out. Power out.
60.
5. Power back in. 5.
Middle left from the center line.
Correction.
Good.
Power out.
Good.
Side loaded, but we'll take it. Up. Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, taxiing back, 31 Regal. Another thing about Aerotech that I'm excited for, so here we have what, 1,900 feet, not even all that's usable, 40-foot wide runway. Bit tough when crosswinds over what? For me, I say 7, especially at night. Definitely 7. During the daytime, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, over there, widest runway they have is 150. The other is 100. 6,000 plus feet.
Plenty of runway.
I'll definitely expand my minimums over there, especially with the CFI too. Not that you're not qualified, but with the CFI, if there's a bad situation, they can definitely get me out of it or coach me through it. And again, you probably could too. But someone who's actually certified to instruct, I would say they're definitely the expert. So yeah, those two factors, plus like aircraft maintenance and whatnot. Sorry, we don't have strobes.
It would be great experience.
Regal traffic, Cessna 4333 Romeo, cleared through on Regal. Left, cleared right. I forgot safety briefing. I have to do that at ATS for sure, or at least the first few times. I forgot to do that today.
Neither did I. Again, it's because...
Very rusty. I meant to chair fly today. I didn't get to it.
But I mean, you know that you can skip that with me. If that would be someone else, you would not forget it. Oh, I fly with John Branch, and I treat that differently than I fly with you or with my wife.
Where the hell did 44 Quebec go?
Maintenance. She wanted to bring 44 Quebec in for maintenance. So.
Alright, lights off, RPs hold, flaps up. Master.